Alright, back here for Game 7. The opening event of the New Mexico-Texas season in the Scratch Division. Still behind 220, we've got some new folks on this pair. Got Cole Schroyer there in front of me. Danny Cobine, Casey Snow, and Sarah Vargas. So, some good names here. All four of them except for Cole started with a strike. Cole went 9 spare. Sarah starts with 2, front double. As Derek Acuff would say, front double. I wish Derek was here. He's a good commentator. He could help me with this. Here's the New Mexico-Texas points runner-up from last year, Danny Cobine. Starts with his own front double. Got Cole Schroyer up here on 19. Four pin. Cole's a high energy guy, high rev rate guy. Reminds me of myself in that he's real emotional. His rev rate's quite a lot higher than mine. Similar temperament. Cole does have a second place finish. He's already finished second last year at Silva Lanes. And who did he lose that to? Well, he's the tournament leader right now. Josh Helmick was who beat him that day. Meanwhile, on the pair to the right, 21 and 22, we've got Angel Ortega, who we saw last game. We've got Josh Helmick as well. And then we have Zach Martinez from Arizona, older brother of KJ Martinez. And Nick Pollock is making his first trip out to the New Mexico-Texas Conference. Nick has a second place finish this year. He finished second to Ben Canfield at Cliff Castle. Speaking of Cliff Castle, that guy, Zach Martinez, made a name for himself. 4 years ago, he swept the weekend at Cliff Castle in 2010, and hasn't won since. He finished second in the Sunday event of this opening weekend last year, losing to who else but Cortez Shank. And that Tez is actually the big anomaly. He actually missed the cut today. I know everybody's dropping things and going, but he actually has kind of an excuse today. He came and his dad, Steve, being the resourceful guy that he is, forgot all of Tez's most of Tez's equipment. He forgot his thumb slugs and his shoes, so he had to get a new pair of shoes and some new thumb slugs for his bowling balls today. So he was basically using thumbs that he had never used before and shoes that he had never used before. And he really struggled. The last game he shot 250 to even come close. I think he was -8 total. But I have a feeling he's going to come out and just wreck him tomorrow. So Sarah has the first 3 in a row. Casey Snow has double 9 spare. Cole has 3 9 spares, and Danny has double 9 spare. Sarah looking for the 4. She got it. Trying to make that run I talked about. Now she came into this game at plus 33 total, so she's got some room, but you know, she's doing what she needs to do. Sarah's throwing, I believe she's throwing the new rotor grip Hysteria. She's making it look pretty good though. I can't tell if it's Hysteria or it's either that or a Sinister. I can't tell which. It's one of those two, I believe. So yeah, the rotor grip ball is getting a lot of action here. Last season they got a lot. Still got some guys. Mojo's over there a couple of pairs away throwing a wrecker. Josh Helmick's using either the wrecker or the ranged. Front 5 for Sarah. So she's trying to make a run. Sarah started off pretty slow. I bowled with her today the first 5 in qualifying, and she did not have a great start, but she had 3 good games the last 3 to get herself in, and she made cut on the number. She made it by 1 pin. Now she's trying to make a run up to get it back to the step ladder. Sarah, who is arguably the best bowler out in this conference without a title, without a scratch title. She's come close numerous times. She finished 2nd here last year. And Danny Covine stepping off for a distant distraction. Sarah also will be bowling later for the Women's Series title against Vanessa Romero. Very happy to see Vanessa in there. She and I both from Las Cruces. Vanessa had a nice finish to last season at the Youth New Mexico Open. She finished 4th. Danny throws a messenger as he has for the 8 millionth time.
I was like...
Yeah, but Danny's bad shots still strike.
Hope for something.
Whereas my bad shots leave solid 9s. Danny knows what I'm talking about. He bowled with me today. Personally, about my own game, I'm very disappointed, but I'll still laugh at myself. As I said, I started with 252 the first game and was in 2nd, and I dropped to minus 35 and was cut by 40. So I shot 168, 162, 194, 189 the last 4. So good job. But it's okay. I'll tell you what, I was bowling handicap here last year. Ooh, Sarah with a ring 10, so her streak ends at 5. And for the first time all day, Dale Coffey doesn't trip out the 4-9. Leaves the 4-9 split over there. Snow leaves a 3-6-10 and picks it up. He goes to plastic. And Sarah makes her 10 pin. So Sarah's got a pretty good lead there. She's leading by 33. Now, you know, it's interesting. Here's Schroyer. Oh, wow. That was a fast messenger. Goes right behind the 10 pin. Cole throws a lot of messengers, and it seems like they miss a lot. I don't know if it's just me, but he definitely throws the head pin across quite a bit. Danny goes high, 4-6. Cole has been tapped to death this game. He's got 1 double but 4 taps, and he's only shooting 2-0 as a result. A game that could easily be 220 or 230.
You see yourself
Sarah, strike. Looks like she got that one in a little bit, but there's some oil in the middle, and that ball just skids in, shreds the rack. I was gonna mention a point about Casey Snow earlier. I saw him shoot the 3.610 with plastic and with two hands. Seems like generally now the two-handers actually, they don't switch to one-handed for their sprints. Like they stay with the two-handed. Whoa, he throws a two-handed messenger across there. Seems like they just switch to plastic. They're really good at deadening that plastic ball to make it go straight. I guess they just like to just stick with the two-handed game. So one more shot from Danny here. We'll come back for part 2. I'm already at 11 minutes. Strike. All right, we'll be back for part 2 of Game 7 momentarily.